Hello there. You are listening to Teseo Open Mic podcast series, where we dive deep into the life of Teseo community, and this is our very first episode. Welcome. I can express how thrilled I am to see, listen to, that this is finally happening. And the best way to start is to introduce ourselves. I am Charlie, the host of this podcast series. Also, I've been a freelance tester and now a freelance team leader in Teseo for almost 4 years now. Times fly, McFly. Yeah, back to the Fisher reference, sorry. I am also involved in several projects that are focused on improving tester skills and providing the knowledge needed to excel at this amazing new career that is testing. I couldn't be prouder. And guys, I started without absolutely no knowledge about testing or how digital products work. And I even came from a different field of education. But let's talk about this later. And today I have Markus, the head of Teseo community team, as my co-host and guest. Welcome, Markus.
All right. Thank you, Charlie. Welcome from my side as well. I'm Markus and I'm almost 30 years old. I live in Frankfurt, Germany. And I started as a tester in 2013, so quite a while back. At this time, I was still studying at university, but I needed a job on the side, so I worked as a tester at Test.io, and then climbed the ladder, so to say, became a TL in 2015. Afterwards, worked closely with the community team, and eventually decided to forfeit my job as a mechanical engineer, or my career as such, and be a full-time employee at Test.io as head of community.
Wonderful. Thank you for being here. Now, let me tell you what all this podcast series is about. We are going to discuss various topics related to QA testing, specifically manual one. We will talk a lot about Test.io platform, its benefits, and community. We'll bring more light on the most difficult and tricky issues in testing life. As you may guess, the core of our work is our testers and team leaders, who with their experience, knowledge, and professionalism would help us understand better topics about testing that concern us all. So you'll hear about and get the most value from real people, real lives, starting from the life of our community to technicalities and career tips. And today I would like to give you an extensive overview on what Test.io is, how we work, and what we offer. Markus, please tell us about Test.io as a company.
Yeah, so Test.io has just celebrated its 10-year anniversary. So happy birthday again, Test.io.
Happy birthday.
And it started as a startup, as many companies. But despite that we were acquired by EPAM in 2019, we still have this startup culture. And I appreciate it very much, to be honest, because we're not as static as a big corporation. We are dynamic, we remain flexible, we can invent ourselves every day. And so that makes a big difference to other big corporations. And I like that we could retain this kind of culture. I personally love working here because of this company culture and the low hierarchy. So that's why I've sticked around for so long, I guess, and made a career here.
What kind of testing is Teseo focused mostly on?
So mostly, and that's also what we've started with, is manual functional testing. We do it a lot. But besides it, we also do test case testing and usability testing. Besides those three, we will be expanding to other fields as well, but stay tuned there.
Oh, wow. Absolutely. I think that's part of the adaptability of the startups, the cozy feeling that you can get along with new projects. Am I right?
Yes, absolutely. And expanding to other fields also means more opportunities for our testers. So this is really exciting to all of us.
It is. And what can you tell us about the values of Test.io?
So we as employees, we share certain values. but not just we as employees, but also all of our freelancers, our testers. So first and foremost, we value honesty. Let's be honest with each other, but also to ourselves. Let's not lie and let's not cheat. That's very important to the company and to the integrity of the whole community. But we also value openness. So please show your feelings. That's appreciated, that's taken seriously, and only that way we can have some honest communication with each other. And I think another important point is diversity. We operating in so many countries around the world, obviously with so many people from different countries, we have cultural differences, and we just need to be aware of them, need to accept each other, not have any prejudice. Also, we don't accept prejudices. And so we celebrate that very much.
On that part, I think diversity is important, but also the presence of a small company or a startup company in every continent is something that not all companies can afford.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's easy for us to be working with people from all over the world. We don't have any offices in these countries. It's really low hierarchy. Anybody can join from anywhere.
Yeah, absolutely. So if this is the case, is it difficult to become a tester with Test.io?
Honestly, I believe it is just as easy as it was for me in 2013 when I joined. So still simple, really. You go through a sign-up process, and then the only requirement is to take an onboarding course. And once you have taken that course, you can start earning money right away. And the more courses you complete, the more tasks will be made available to you. So you can start really easily within a few minutes already, and the sign-up process itself is also not very complicated. So I would say, yeah, becoming a tester is really easy. If you ever have questions and you can't proceed, you can just reach out to our tester support. We have a very engaged group of support agents who will help you there. And we also invite you to our Discord community server, where there's other testers and community staff to help you with whatever you may need.
Absolutely.
I think there's one more important thing to point out here, is that you don't need any prior knowledge. So whatever field you originally came from, maybe you were a nurse, maybe you were an accountant, it does not matter. Anybody can work on this platform.
Brilliant. And how tests are conducted?
So basically, you're getting invited to a test. You receive it via email or notification on your dashboard. You have full flexibility. You can freely decide if you want to be part of this test cycle or not. Then you accept it and see all the requirements, all the tasks that are associated with this test. And once the test starts, you just start working like everybody else in this test who did the same, accepted the test invitation. And then you have a time frame until when you need to have done your job, basically. So it's as easy as that. And this is it's the same process over and over again for other tests.
Gotcha. And do testers need specific devices to participate, to do these tests?
Well, yeah, each test has a defined list of required devices, which is defined by our customers. But as long as you have one of these devices, you're good to go. You can be part of this test. So on this platform, you can start testing as soon as you have one single device. Maybe you have a computer. Maybe you have a mobile device like a tablet or a smartphone. Each of us probably has at least one of these devices. So having one of them is totally good enough to start testing on our platform. Of course, the more you have, the better. The more invitations you will receive. But this is not a must-have. You can just start with one in the beginning.
Terrific. And you are the head of the community team. Can you tell us what your team is busy with?
Absolutely. So as of now, we are 5 people, including me. By the time you hear this podcast, we will probably be a bigger team already. So as I said, as of now, me plus 4 more people. First, it's Olga. She's from Ukraine. She's leading the TL team. So the TLs are the people testers work with, and the TLs review their submissions. So she's leading that team. She monitors their KPIs. She builds the team, as we also have to grow this team constantly on different continents. But she also is a great communicator, and she faces a lot of different and difficult sometimes situations. So she resolves them and is the person in the middle between the company and the freelance TL team.
A very important job.
Yeah. Then we have Anwar. He's from Kazakhstan, and he's leading the tester support team, but also the anti-cheat unit team. Because as I said before, we don't tolerate cheating on our platform. So of course we have a unit that investigates potential cases and takes action afterwards. Besides that, he's also responsible for staff requests. So whenever a customer wants us to do some special testing and we need to first find the right testers for it, he will be looking for them. If you are a tester on our platform, you've probably received such a message before with a request to fill out a survey. So yes, that's Anwar.
I had indeed.
Yeah, even myself, because I've still received messages with my tester account. So same for me. And then we have Julia. She is living in the United States and is leading our Discord community. When you're on Discord, you've definitely heard from her or talked to her directly. She is a social media expert and a communications expert, and very integral part of our team.
Crucial, for sure.
And our newest addition to the team is Zorica. She's from Serbia, and she leads our UX initiative, but is also responsible for educating testers.
What a team you got, Markus.
So 5 people, every one of them has very different tasks, and I'm sure we will be talking about them more in future episodes.
Absolutely, I'm looking forward to it. I would like to thank you and your team for the hard work you do for our community. I think we need to go deeper and have a separate talk about our community, as I think it is one of the Test.io benefits, to my opinion. So next time, I'll talk about it with Yulia Skokova. We also want to know more about you and keep learning and growing together if you are a new tester and even one of our senior ones. Or if you are not part yet, well, we will guide you through starting testing with Test.io. Thank you all for listening to Test.io Open Mic podcast. Feel free to reach out, comment on the topic of freelancing, career, testing. And if you want to hear more about these topics, hit the subscribe button. And if you are not part of our community, you are welcome to join us as a tester. Thanks again, cheers, take care, and stay tuned for our next episode.